What is going on, guys? Xerx here, and here is a Patreon requested video. The subscriber asked me to do a video on the Josh Duggar molestation scandal that is happening right now in the media. He asked me to lay out an accurate timeline of the events that occurred, and he wants to give my opinion on the situation. So I'm going to read off of usatoday.com the timeline. And after that, hopefully I'll have about 9 to 10 minutes to give my opinion. So let's get this going on. Alright, so March 2002, the 33-page police report reveals that Jim Bob Duggar tells police his son admits he fondled the breasts and genitals of several victims while they were sleeping in the family home, and that similar incidences happened 4 to 5 times. Alright, so he admitted to it, and it happened four times. All right. So remember this. This is going to become important when I talk about it, in the last 10 minutes. July 2002, Duggar says his son Josh came to him in July and reported he touched one of the victims while they were sleeping on the couch. Duggar says his son was punished after the incident, according to the police report. 2003, 9 months after the first incidents, Jim Duggar and his wife Michelle are made aware of 2 more incidences. According to the report, in one instance, he allegedly molested a victim while she was sitting in his lap, according to the report. Around the same time, the person, name redacted, put his hand beneath the victim's dress in the family laundry room. Michelle and Jim Bob Duggar tell the police. Jim Bob meets with the elders of his church. Church discuss what actions they can take to prevent further abuse, according to the police report. He tells the elders agree that Josh needs treatment. So Jim Bob tells the police that Josh went through a Christian counseling program from March 17th to July 17th, where he did manual labor and had counseling, according to the 2006 police report. It's unclear whether the counseling was with a certified counselor. And Jim Bob Duggar tells police he cannot recall the name of the facility, according to the report. Shortly after Josh returns from the treatment, Josh and a church elder tell a police official about the incidences. According to the report, Jim Bob Duggar says Josh admitted to the abuse of Joseph Truman Hutchinson, a former Arkansas, and he admitted to the abuse to Josh Truman Hutchins, a former Arkansas state trooper. This is slightly irrelevant, but this same trooper is serving a 56-year sentence for child pornography. The liberals are bringing that up. Again, it is irrelevant to what happened with Josh. Some people say that because, Truman, had this child pornography. I guess they somehow let him off or something like that. I don't really know. It's very irrelevant, but it comes up a lot in a lot of the reports I'm reading. So I'm giving you this information here in this video. So, intellectual honesty, that is what happened with that state trooper in particular. You can go look up that on your own. It is really irrelevant. So Jim Bob Duggar tells police Hutchins gave Josh a very stern talk about what might happen if he continued such behavior. Jim Bob tells police that Hutchins said there was nothing else to do, according to the report. September 2004, the Duggar family appears on Discovery Health with 14 kids and pregnant again. December 2006, Arkansas Child Abuse Hotline receives an anonymous tip about sexual abuse happening in the household. In 2006, police report Springdale Police Department reached out to the family on scheduling interviews. The family in Chicago for a scheduling interview with Oprah Winfrey cannot speak to the police until they return December 11th, according to the report. Oprah Winfrey show receives an email December 7th, 2006 from an unnamed female that reports abuse. Harpo Studios faxed the letter to the Department of Human Services hotline. Oprah canceled the appearance. December 2006, police interview with Jim Bob Duggar and Michelle Duggar at the Springdale Child Safety Center in Arkansas. Police interview several alleged victims and the person believed to be the perpetrator. So in December 2006, police determined that the time in which they could press charges has expired. So they can't press charges anymore. And he already went through the counseling and everything else. 2007, while the mainstream press remains largely unaware of the sexual abuse allegations, online boards are a flurry with allegations about Josh, reported by Gawker. 2008, the first episode of 17 Kids and Counting premieres on TLC. And over 15 seasons, they now have 19 kids. In May 2015, In Touch published an article detailing the claims that Josh sexually abused minors when he was a teenager. May 2001, In Touch publishes a police report detailing sexual abuse in the Duggar household. The publication obtains a report through an FOI request. Josh appears to confirm allegations in a Facebook post. Yes, this is true. He admitted to it. Amid the scandal, TLC announces they are pulling reruns of 19 Kids and Counting. Arkansas police destroys the 2006 police report. Springdale police spokesman Scott Lewis tells the AP that Judge Stacey Zimmerman ordered the 2006 offense report destroyed. May 26, 2015. My bad. Walgreens pulls an ad from the Duggar reality TV show. It's the fourth major retailer to pull advertisements on the show, joining Payless, Shoe Source, General Mills, and Choice Hotels. More than a dozen other advertisers have pulled the ads from the show and the TLC network since news of the sexual abuse allegations surfaced. Remember, this is actually going to be very important in my opinion. Very important point here. May 27, 2015, Hutchins tells In Touch that Jim Bob hid the extent of Josh's alleged abuse. He says that he would have reported the incidents if he had been aware that there was more than one incidence of abuse. I don't think that's true at all. I'm sorry, that's just me. There's no evidence. I think that's bullshit. But okay. May 28, 2015. Hulu appears to pull several episodes off its site, though the company has not confirmed whether to pull the series. When users click on the first 12 episodes of the series, a 404 error page comes up. June 3rd, 2015, about 10 days ago, to the time this video was recorded, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar appear on television for the first time since news of sexual abuse scandal broke. The Duggars acknowledged that 4 of the victims were their daughters, including younger sisters Jill and Jessa, who also spoke to Fox News reporter Megyn Kelly. So they say the Duggars believe the bigger story is how Josh's police reports were released under the Freedom of Information Act, that is FOIA. They are threatening to sue to protect juvenile records because mistakes juveniles make when they're young should be sealed, Jim Bob said. And I agree with that last statement for a number of reasons. One reason being the sins of the past coming back to haunt people after they have been reprimanded and forgiven for their transactions. So let's talk about this situation. So it should be no shock nor surprise that Josh is being lambasted on social media, which I think is a very peculiar thing to me, particularly because of the timeline. I'm a little confused as to why we're bringing this up now. I mean, it's been 12 years and they've already settled the issue. They also settled the issue within the family. So why is it that millions and thousands of strangers are now proxy to this information and they're being treated differently after they've already settled the issue? You know, if his family's not mad with Josh, I have a very difficult time summoning the self-righteous indignation to get upset with him, concerning the fact that his family is not mad with him and his family sent him to get help and his family is trying to help him out. If his victims, the people, his sisters are defending him, his sisters aren't angry with him, why do I need to be mad? Why do strangers need to be mad? Why do people on social media need to be mad? What are they mad for? I don't understand. They weren't affected by this. His sisters were. And he was punished for what happened. He wasn't punished legally with jail time, and we'll talk about that in just a second. But he was punished for it. And he not only that, but he admitted to it. So he was honest. And honestly, I can't get mad at honesty. I can't get mad at somebody who told the truth and admitted to their wrongdoing. I can't be mad. I have a very difficult time being angry, being upset with this man, having to call him names. I can't do it. If he admitted to what he did, if he suffered the consequences, if his sisters aren't mad, his family aren't mad, why are a bunch of strangers upset? I don't understand. I don't get it. Yes, it's true he did not go to jail, but in all honesty, it would make perfect sense his family would not want to press charges against their own son. Because as it turns out, jail is not a fun place to be. I understand exactly why parents don't want to send their children, young children, juvenile. This kid apparently just turned 14, so he's 13, 14 years old. Why they don't want to send him to juvenile detention They don't want to send them to jail because that's a terrible culture in itself. I mean, you go to jail, you gotta fight, you gotta prove yourself all the time. You gotta defend yourself from getting raped, literally get anally raped. You have to protect yourself from that. You have to fight all the time. And when you're in jail for such a long time, you just learn and you breathe jail. And then there's the sexual records. If he was convicted of this, which he did do, he admitted to doing, that's going to be on his record forever. Look at how he's getting treated now. This happened in the past, 12 years ago. They're pulling the show. They're punishing the people in the show who didn't have anything to do with this. Josh is not the only person on that show who's getting affected. So, they're pulling the show off the air. They're taking away the advertisements. All of something that Josh did in the past that he already paid the consequences for. I can't get mad. I understand why the parents didn't want to put him to jail. That's a terrible place to be for a child. For anybody, for any human, where he would have been raped, probably. Where he would have gotten beaten up at the juvenile detention center. I understand. I can't be mad. The family forgave him. I can't be mad. I don't understand that. If the girls aren't mad, they moved on with their lives 12 years ago. What's up with you strangers on social media getting upset? I don't get it. But there's one more thing here. Let's remember what happened with Lena Dunham. And this is very important here. I'm going to prove here. Lena Dunham did the same thing, accused of the same thing, molesting her younger sister. She not only did that, but when people said she molested her sister, Lena Dunham summoned self-righteous indignation to be upset with people saying that she did something wrong. Lena Dunham was mad that people said she molested her sister. Although Lena Dunham was looking into her sister's vagina, Lena Dunham was kissing her sister on the lips, Lena Dunham was masturbating with her sister in the bed. We have all of that. What was Josh doing? He was groping his sisters when they were sleeping, and he did that 4 or 5 times. Lena Dunham is kissing her sister, giving her candy so she can kiss her and touch her and masturbate to her, and the liberals defended that as her exploring her sexuality. Lena Dunham summoned the self-righteous indignation to get angry that people said she molested her sister. Josh admits to doing it, suffers the consequences, his family forgives them, and people are getting upset with him. In all honesty, if you people are going to defend Lena from all the criticism she got, you guys got to defend Josh too. It's the same thing, except Lena was doing more. Lena was experimenting on her own sister. But then there's one more key element here. Lena's sister ended up becoming gay later in her life, became a homosexual. How do we know that what Lena did to her sister didn't lead her down there? Because the truth is, and y'all can click the dislike button as much as you want, it doesn't change the truth. Some homosexual people have been abused. Some. Not all, not everyone, but some of them have. And that leads them there. How do we know that the consequences of what Lena did caused her sister to become gay? We don't know. What we do know is what happened with Josh is his family forgave him, his sisters moved on, and this happened 12 years ago. Same thing with Lena, this happened in the past. So we should leave this in the past. If Josh already suffered the consequences and admitted to it, I don't understand why people feel the need to punish this man more, even though he's already suffered the consequences. I understand why his parents didn't send him to jail. I don't understand why people are lambasting this guy, but the liberals will defend Lena Dunham. The liberals will attack him because he's on a different political spectrum, but they'll defend Lena because she feels the same way they feel. My final opinion, you gotta make up your mind across the board. You gotta say both of this is bullshit, or you gotta say both of them leave this in the past. If you're gonna say Lena needs to put this in the past, you gotta say Josh should have this kept in the past as well. Because again, he admitted to what he did, but Lena got mad that people even brought it up. I'm sorry, I can't be mad. I can't be mad. And that's my final opinion. So hopefully I made the person who requested this video happy. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, go ahead and click the like button. Go ahead and click the subscribe button. Comment in the comment box below. As always, have a great day. I'll see you cool cats soon.
Adios.